Welcome. Thank you so much for participating in yoga with me. We're going to do a self-quarantine yoga, meaning that you're here, you're alone. You have a chance to take advantage of the situation and wring out any of the negative energy that you're carrying with you throughout this journey. Maybe it's stress, maybe it's fear. Whatever it is, this is a chance to dial in, to be present now, and to cleanse your body of any of these negative feelings. So right now, just take a moment to find your breath. And when you're ready, go ahead and open up your eyes. We're going to inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, we're going to take your left hand behind your base of your seat, and the right arm's going to cross over your body. So you're getting this nice twist. On your inhale, you're going to think about becoming really long, tall. As you exhale, you're wringing out this dish rag. You're wringing yourself out. Inhale, you're reaching up, opposite side this time. Getting tall in those inhales. Exhale, we sink deeper into the twist. And throughout all of today's twists, I want you to think about getting rid of that negative energy, encouraging positive thoughts. And we're just going to make this twist a little bit deeper. So go ahead and bring the knee over top of the other leg. Inhale, reach the arms up over your head, and then exhale, use your elbow to press into your knee to sink a little deeper in this twist. Now, if you have any kind of back pain, or if you're in your second or third trimester, I encourage you to still do a gentle twist here and not try to squeeze too hard. And then go ahead and keep the knee wide, pull the heel towards the hips, and allow the knee to fall away from the body. This is going to give you a nice stretch in the outside of the hip. Switching sides, place a hand behind the base of the spine. Inhale, reach your arm up, and then exhale, twist. Dropping the shoulder away from the ear during these twists. Take your 3 breaths, and then allow that knee to drop to the outside of the body and slide the heel in any amount. Allow the knee to fall to the outside of the body, creating this 4, like a number 4 with your legs, so you're feeling a nice stretch in the outer part of the hip. And now we're going to switch around to tabletop position to start our flow for today. So as you inhale, drop the shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, round through the upper back. Start from the floor up. Press away with your fingertips. And one of the ways I want you to really focus on being present today is just by tuning into your breath and using it for every one of these movements. So I'm going to be cueing a lot of breath, just your inhales and exhales. This time on your exhale, lift those knees up off the floor. We're going to activate the core. So pull in the lower abdominals, hold that tummy tight. Find that nice strong base. Turning on the intrinsic core muscles, the pelvic floor. Hold as you breathe. Use your breath to find your strength through today. And on your exhale, go ahead and press your hips back, finding your first downward facing dog for today. Once again, thinking from the fingertips, press away from the floor. Elongate the spine, pull those hip points up towards the ceiling, and then slowly work on dropping the heels to the floor, maybe pedaling them out if that feels good for you. Listen to your body. Move with your breath. Inhale, look forward and step to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Think of pulling your chest towards the tops of your thighs. Inhale, halfway up and look. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, drop your hips down, come into the chair pose. So it's like you're in a seat. Drive your hips back, lift your chest up. Shoulders drop away from your ears. You feel the core activating. You feel the glutes turn on. Exhale, fold forward once again. Inhale, lift up. Above your head, exhale, forward fold, swan dive. And step into plank position. Move through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Maybe you come onto your knees for the first time today. Lower, nice and slow. Inhale, lift up for Cobra. Leave your hips, your thighs on the tops of the mat for now. Focus on drawing the shoulders away from the ears and opening up, creating space through your upper body. And then go ahead and move back to your downward dog. Recalibrate. Come back to your breath. The next 2 times we go through that sequence, we're going to move breath and movement. So inhale, lift. Exhale, hop or step up to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway up and look. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, swan dive forward, chest leads the way. Step or hop into plank. Inhale, take a sip of air. Exhale, lower into Chaturanga. Inhale, lift, this time into upward dog if you're comfortable, or Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up and look. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sinking the hips back. Exhale, twist, taking the heart to center. Take the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift up, center, exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, you come back to center. Exhale, fold forward once again. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, swan dive forward. Step or hop into plank, lower down to Chaturanga. If you want to skip this part and meet in downward facing dog, you're welcome to. Take a couple breaths here. And once again, this is a time to recoup, to come back to your breath. Maybe you lost it in that sequence. That's okay. We're going to move on from here, sinking deep into the hips. Just getting a nice stretch. Maybe you've been sitting a lot more than normal, being cooped up at home. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sweep it through. You have an option to stay up, keep the back knee elevated for a high lunge, or you can drop the knee down towards the ground. It's your choice. Take your hands to heart, and we're going to invite a twisted lunge here. So once again, you're going to twist from your rib cage to the outside of your elbows, going to hook on the front knee. Now, if balancing in this pose is a little bit too challenging for you, go ahead and take your back knee down towards the ground, completely your choice. First time through, I will allow you enough time to take in some breaths and really sink deep into the pose. Now go ahead and move your blocks, if you have them, to the inside of your knee and lower down for lizard pose. If you don't have blocks, you may just prop yourself up with your hands or lower your elbows right down onto the mat. Think of driving that knee away from your center line. And then go ahead, press yourself back up onto your hands. We're going to come into a half split. So you're pulling your hip points back. I want you to think about the 2 hip bones being in the same line. So instead of one hip being hiked forward, we want them to be equal. And then with a flat back, you're going to fold forward any amount. And reset yourself. Give yourself some grace here. You're not competing with anyone. You're just doing what feels best for your body. Move through to your low lunge and then kick that right leg back up for 3-legged dog. This time, sweep it through. Take your leg parallel with your body. So I want those hips to be square. And now you have a choice for blocks. You can rest your upper body onto the blocks for sleeping pigeon if you're not ready to go fully into the ground, or you can use these blocks to elevate the hips, which can allow you to feel the stretch a little bit more. So I know I hold more tightness in the one side than the other, so these blocks really help me breathe into the pose. Now, if you are holding a lot of stress and tension and tightness, you might not even notice that you carry it in your hips. And so this is a chance to really feel it. With every sip of air, it's like you're breathing cool air into this hot, fiery area. So sip in that cool air, allow those muscles to release. Remove the blocks if you were using them. Swing your opposite leg around. And we're going to stack those two legs parallel to each other for our fire log pose. So sitting nice upright. Hinge forward any amount. Maybe just sitting with your legs parallel is enough to stretch for you. Listen to your body. Use your breath to sink deeper. Fully surrender in the pose. Stop holding, stop gripping. Go ahead and lift one leg up and then the other, coming in for half boat pose. The knees are bent right now, activating the core. Feel your belly rise, feel your belly fall. Pull in those lower abdominals, that space underneath your belly button. And then cross the legs, step or hop yourself back through the plank. Optional here, chaturanga, meet in downward dog. Move at your own pace. We're going to do that whole series on the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, starting with our lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Now optional high lunge or low lunge, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Take your hands to your heart and twist. Creating this nice long line of energy. Wringing out the fear, wringing out the anxiety, and being fully present. Drop your back knee towards the ground, taking the blocks to the inner part of the foot. Or if you're not using blocks, just the hands. And lower down any amount for your lizard pose. Use that analogy of breathing in cool air to those tight areas. Think of that tight area as being fire. You're putting that fire out with this cool breath. Press yourself up and transition into half splits. Front leg comes straight. You move through, pull those hips back, keeping them in line with each other. Keeping a nice flat back. Feeling the stretch all the way up the back side of the body. Pulling the toes forward, you feel it even through the calf. And then sweep through to high lunge and step back to your three-legged dog. This time taking the leg parallel to the front of your body, pulling it forward if you need to. And finding whatever variation of pigeon pose fits best for you. Maybe staying upright is best for you. Or maybe you have the flexibility to lower down. Each side may be different, so pay attention to that. Give in to the stretch. Give in to these tight areas. Give in to parts of your life that you can't control. Just be fully present. Be fully aware of your body. Let those wandering thoughts go. Inhale, press yourself back up. Sweep the opposite leg around, stack those legs. You're coming back to your fire log pose. So you're sitting nice and upright and tall, and then hinging forward any amount, allowing the knees to fall to the outside of the body. And when we sink deeper to the poses, we're not gripping, we're not straining, we're releasing, we're falling into it. We're allowing ourselves to go there. Inhale, maybe you decided to come into a boat pose with the legs extended this time, if that feels good for you. Maybe creating a little heat, a little prana, that shake in the body. Stay strong, use your breath to carry on. Cross those legs and step or hop into plank. Meet in downward dog when you're ready, however you want to get there. This is your journey, this is your practice. And this time we're going to move through that 2 more times, that same series of poses, and it's going to be breath and movement. So inhale, reach the right leg forward, exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise up for high or low lunge. Take the hands to the heart. Engage with a nice long spine. We add the twist. Twisted lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down for lizard pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink your hips back with a flat back for a half split. Inhale, transition forward, raise your leg up for 3-legged dog. Exhale, drive your knee to your chest, cross it in front of your body, and lower down for pigeon. Inhale, sit up tall, sweep that leg around, stack the legs. Exhale, fold forward for a fire log pose. Inhale, sit up tall, reach the legs forward for boat pose. Exhale, cross the legs, step or hop through plank. Inhale, sip air in, exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, arms frame the ears, high or low lunge. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come forward, drop the back knee down towards the mat. Exhale, lizard pose. Inhale, press yourself up. Exhale, shift the hips back. Flat leg, flat back, staying long, half split. Inhale, transition through. Take a 3-legged dog. Exhale, sweep that leg forward, pigeon pose. Inhale, come up tall. Exhale, sweep the other leg forward, stacking the legs, fire log pose. Once again, if your inhale and exhale, your breath and movement doesn't match my pace, move at a pace that suits you. Inhale, lift those legs. Exhale, step or hop into plank. Inhale, sip air in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Moving into the opposite side. Inhale, lift the right side. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, lizard pose. Inhale, transition through to half splits. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, pigeon pose. Inhale, sweep the leg around. Exhale, sink and fire log pose. Inhale, lift, raise the legs, boat pose or half boat. Exhale, cross it through, hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, raise up, upward facing dog or child's pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg and step it through. Sinking into your lunge twist. Lower down into lizard pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it through, pigeon. Inhale, rise up. Bring the back leg around. Firelog pose. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, lift the legs up. And exhale, slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time onto your back. I just want you to take a moment to feel your belly rise. Feel your heart pumping as that blood moves through your body. We created a little bit of heat in the body, and for a moment, you had to focus on just being here. So I want you to think about how you feel the warmth from your toes to your fingertips. Feel your heart beat through your chest. Feel your stomach rise with your breath. Maybe you've never just done yoga because you were just afraid of being quiet and being still. At this point, our world has forced us to be still. So let's find ways to take advantage of the situation. Go ahead and bring one leg up. Take the leg to the outside of the body, and we're coming into a modified pigeon stretch, but it's a really great hip opener just to finish up. Maybe if you couldn't sink deep in those poses. You want to think about dropping your knee to the outside of the body. And then go ahead and cross the leg. We're going to take a twisted, aligned twist. If this twist is too intense with your legs crossed, you can just do it with the knees side by side. Cactus the arms. Inhale, bring those legs forward. Exhale, switch sides. This time, taking the other leg, resting it on the top of the thigh. Option if you bend the knee, it's going to give you a more intense stretch as you drive the thigh closer to the top of the belly. Once again, go ahead and cactus the arms. Your choice to stack the legs and cross them for more twist. A deeper twist. And then go ahead and return back to center. This time we're just going to windshield wiper the knees from the side of the body to the side of the body until you have come into a resting pose, our Shavasana. And I encourage you to take the last 2 minutes just to breathe, just to be. Maybe you're dealing with some roadblocks right now. Maybe you have crazy thoughts constantly running through your head, whether that's anxiousness or worry or stress. Maybe it's hunger. Maybe it's financial concerns. I want you to acknowledge every single one of those thoughts right now. So just acknowledge them. Don't shove them off for a later date. Just acknowledge, I see you, I hear you, I know you're there. And then let them go. And now feel the stomach rise and fall. Return to your normal breath. Think about being right here, right now. Trust that the ground beneath your back is going to support your body weight. Melt into the floor. You've done the best thing you could do for your body. You moved in a way that could allow your mind to be still. Allow the muscles in your face, in your head, in your neck, in your cheeks, in your eyebrows to relax. Let the tongue fall away from the top of your mouth. Let your jaw relax. and just be. Imagine that sweet place. Maybe it's by the ocean. Maybe it's with family. Wherever it is, imagine you're there now, that tranquil spot where everything, every worry, everything just disappears. Imagine the fiery sunset. And imagine the tranquil blue waters. Start to bring awareness to your body. Wiggle those fingers and toes. Congratulate yourself. Instead of being a human doing, you've experienced a moment to just be a human being, to find rest, to find stillness, which is the most beautiful gift. Roll up onto your side. And I want you to pause for a moment and just find something to be grateful for. Maybe it's as simple as spending time with your kids, cooking at home meals. I thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Go about your day in peace and love with gratitude. Have a great day.